All right, so I'd like to spend a few minutes here talking about what a day in complex variable course is going to look like. Right, so given the speed of the block schedule, and I keep coming back to the speed here just because I want you to be aware of the fact that this class is going to move at a faster pace compared to our regular class, just because we have a six-week block. Right? So given that speed, it will nice to have some sort of schedule, like rhythm to the class. Right, so what does that look like? Before I talk about what the rhythm looks like, I wanted to talk about the daily homework. So the daily homework is going to consist of two pieces. One of them is going to be called the discussion piece, and the other one's going to be called the exercise piece. Right, so the exercise piece will cover content that was covered in class that day. So we would cover some content in class, and the exercise problems would be based on that content there. And then we have the discussion piece. So the discussion piece will cover content that we are going to be covering in class the next day. All right, so exercise piece, we already know. Discussion, we're still yet to learn. All right, so with that in mind, here's what class looks like. So before coming to class, there will be a handout for that class and videos for that class posted to Moodle. You are expected to watch the videos and fill out the relevant parts of the handout, right? So not everything on the handout will be covered on the videos, but a decent amount will be. So I want you to watch the videos and fill out that part in the handout. Just to point out, as I already mentioned, some of the videos will have embedded quizzes in them, just to ensure that you watch those videos there. After watching the videos, you'll work on the discussion problems, right? So discussion problems will be based on the videos there, right? So you'd watch videos, you'd work on the discussion problems. A select few students each day will be selected at random to present their answer to the discussion problems, right? So even though it's randomly selected, you will know at least 24 hours before you actually have to present who will be presenting what problem, but still students will be expected to present discussion problems. All right, so that's before class. So during class, when we meet, either when you come in remotely or in person, we're gonna start the class by asking questions about the exercise problems, right? So exercise problems, we'll work through questions, and then we are going to take a daily quiz. So daily quiz is going to consist of problems that are very similar to something on the exercise problem. At that point, once you're done with the quiz, you're going to take a picture, scan it, and upload it to Moodle along with your homework. Right? So you'll complete the quiz, and along with the homework, you'll turn that into Moodle. After that, after everyone's turned in their quizzes and their homework, we're going to move on to discussing our student presentation of the discussion problems. So at this point, you will be expected to present your work to the discussion problem. I should mention at this point here that I do not expect you to be able to answer all of the discussion problem completely, right? So that's not what I expect. Right? There are going to be some problems that are relatively difficult. There are some that you might not even be able to do it. But even if you're not able to do it, I want you to present your attempt at it and what exactly you got stuck at, what kind of help you need. So I don't want you to come up and be like, I didn't know how to do this. Right? So put some thought into it, attempt it, and if you get stuck, really it helps to think about where you're stuck at a problem. It really does. So after we're done with the presentation of the discussion problems, we're going to go on to lecture, right? So we're either going to do some lecture, some group problem solving, some sort of regular class stuff. And after class, before you repeat all of the cycle, you'd work on the exercise problems on materials we've discussed and covered that day, and this repeats over and